Hey everybody, welcome back to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to, this is part 2 out of 3 of my reaction to Jethro Tull's album War Child. Yeah, I don't even really want to say anything. So I intended to film the rest of the reaction when I filmed the first part, and I didn't. So I just went back and listened to the first side of the album again, back to where I was. And the first track that we're going to be looking at is Skating Away on the Thin Ice of the New Day. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Daniel, and here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. And if you're coming back, hi, sorry, I haven't been super active the past 1 or 2 days. I have been under the weather. But regardless of all that, we're just going to get right into it. Link to the original album is down below in the description. Be sure to check it out. And yeah, so in this video, we're going to be covering the other 5 tracks off the original track listing. And then part 3 is going to have the 7 additional tracks that came in the expanded edition. Which, yeah, so let's go. 3, 2, 1. Also, sorry to pause it. Jethro Tull's newest album, The Zealot Gene, just came out. I want to listen to it. I'm currently holding off on doing so, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I might just wait till I get to it in the discography, but it's super cool that they release new music while, it's awesome. And then Ian Anderson, I think, said that they might have another album ready by 2023. So yeah, it's super cool. Anyway, sorry, continuing.
Meanwhile, back in the year 1, when you belonged to no one, you didn't stand a chance, son, if your pants were undone, 'cause you were bred for humanity and sold to society. One day you'll wake up in the present day, a million generations removed from expectations of being who you really want to be. Skating away, skating away, skating away on the thin ice of a new day.
Wow. Love those lyrics.
So as you push off from the shore, won't you turn your head once more and make your peace with everyone? For those who choose to stay, who will live just one more day to do the things they should have done. And as you cross the wilderness, suspending in your emptiness, you feel you have to pray, looking for a sign that the universal mind has written you into the passion play.
Another reference. Wow.
Skating away, skating away, skating away on the thin ice of a new day. And as you cross the circle line, well, the asphalt creaks behind. You're a rabbit on the run. And
Wow.
silver splendors fly in the corner
Rabbit on the
of
run.
your eye, shining in the setting sun. Well, do you ever get the feeling that the story's too damn real and in the present tense? Or that everybody's on the stage and it seems like you're the only person sitting in the audience. Skating away, skating away, skating away on the thin ice of the new day. Skating away, skating away, skating away.
Wow. That was awesome. That might be my favorite song on the album. Lyrically.
Walking through forests of palm tree apartments, scoff at the monkeys who live in their dark tents. Down by the water hole, drunk every Friday, eating their nuts, saving their raisins for Sunday. Lions and tigers who wait in the shadows, they're fast but they're lazy and sleep in green meadows. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. Well, I'm a tiger when I want love, but I'm
Catchy
a
chorus.
snake if we disagree. Just say a word and the boys will be
Bass is
right
awesome.
there with claws at your back to send a chill through the night air. Is it so frightening to have me at your shoulder? Thunder and lightning couldn't be bolder. I'll write on your tombstone, I thank you for dinner. This game that we animals play is the winner. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree, yes.
Love the flute, love the strings. It's beautiful. Feel like I need to pause it at least a couple of times. The original part 1 got blocked and I had to submit appeals and stuff for it. Anyway, let's continue.
The rivers are full of crocodile nasties, and he who made kittens put snakes in the grass. He's a lover of life, but a player of pawns. Yes, the king on his sunset lies waiting for dawn to light up his jungle as players resume. The monkeys see willing to strike up the tune. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake when we disagree, yes. Let's bungle
All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. That was good. That's the single off the album, right? The hell? Playback pause because your account is being used in another location. That won't do. We're on only solitaire. There we go. Apologies. In case you need a explanation for that, my dad uses my my YouTube account, so yeah, that's why that's happening. I wonder what he's watching. What are you watching, Dad? Let me know if you see this. Let's give you a...
Brainstorming, habit forming, battle warning, weary when some actors spewing spineless, chilling lines. The critics falling over to tell themselves he's boring and really not an awful lot of fun. Well, who the hell can he be when he's never had VD and he doesn't even sit on toilet seats? Chord jesting, never resting, he must be very cunning to assume an air of dignity. And bless us all with his oratory prowess, his lame brain antics and his jumping in the air. And every night his act's the same, and so it must be all a game.
But you're wrong, Steve. You see, it's only solitaire.
Oh, love that. Love that. Is that the end? What a perfect segue right there. Love the messaging behind it, too. All right, so there's a video here. All right. I was not really expecting that, but it's part of the official playlist, so we're going to watch it. The Third Hurrah from War Child, 40th Anniversary Theater Edition. Let's continue.
the tiniest part of a nerve to lift to the depth. With your sword on your hip and a cry on your lips to strike life in the inner child's breast. Dance with the war child's hurrah. Dance with the war child's hurrah. War child, dance the days and nights away. Sweet child, how are you today? War child, dance the days and nights away. Sweet child, how are you today? War child, dance the days and nights away. Sweet child, how are you today? War child, dance the days and nights away. Sweet child, how are you today?
Horns coming in there. That sound reminds me of Quadrophenia. Beautiful. Alright, it's the last track on this side. And again. 2 fingers. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for introducing me to this incredible group.
I'll see you at the weighing in when your life's sum totals made. Oi!
All right. Oh, that's epic.
I'll see you at the weighing in when your life's sum totals made, and you set your wealth in goodly deeds against the sins you've laid, and you place your final burden on your heart pressed next of kin. Send the chamber pots back down the line to be filled up again. Oh, and the hard-headed miracle worker who bathes his hands in blood will welcome you to the final knot and cover you with mud. And you'll say you really should make the deal as he offers round the hat. Well, you're there to lick 2 fingers clean. He'll thank you all for that. As you step on the greasy platform, better leave your underpants with someone you can trust. And when the old man with the telescope cuts the final strand, you'd better lick your fingers clean before you shake his
Creative album. All right. Is there an ending little bit? Probably. Maybe. Or not. There's not. I'm wrong. All right. Let me stop it there before it goes into the next track. The next few tracks are War Child Waltz, Quartet, Paradise Steakhouse, Sea Lion 2, Rainbow Blues, Glory Row, and Saturation. And we're going to be doing all of those in part 3. But that was the original album. We've listened to the whole thing, technically. And yeah, so out of Jethro Tull's discography, that's probably one of the more sonically diverse in that from what I've heard of their discography so far, in terms of how many different instruments they used and how many different mixing and mastering tricks they were using throughout the whole record. It was very creative. It was very cool. I liked a lot of the lyrics. There were a few songs that were just okay, in my opinion, just on first listen. And maybe it'll take a few listens to grow on me. And it's definitely above, like, This Was, in my mind, and all their discography that I've heard so far. But it is not up there with, like, Aqualung, Thick as a Brick, or Passion Play, for me, at least so far. But that's just my opinion, and yeah, I certainly have not, gone through enough of their discography to really be giving out definitive rankings on what my favorite things are yet. So, all right, but let's take a look at the lyrics here. Let's zoom up a little bit. Skating away on the thin ice of the new day, which is such a beautifully poetic title for a song. The thin ice of the new day, the hope that so easily breaks. Meanwhile, back in year 1, when you belonged to no one, you didn't stand a chance, son, if your pants were undone. 'Cause you were bred for humanity and sold to society. One day you'll wake up in the present day, a million generations removed from expectations of being who you really want to be, skating away on the thin ice of the new day. And so you push off from the shore. Won't you turn your head once more as you push off from the shore? Won't you turn your head once more and make your peace with everyone? For those who choose to stay will live just one more day to do the things they should have done. And as you cross the wilderness, spinning in your emptiness, you feel you have... Oh, wow, that's dark. You feel you have to pray, looking for a sign that the universal mind has written you into the passion play. And as you cross the circle line, the ice wall creaks behind. You're a rabbit on the run. Notice when he says rabbit on the run, the bass comes in and, like, makes the pace of the song feel like we're, running, being chased by the silver splinters flying in the corner of your eye, shining in the setting sun. Do you ever get the feeling that the story's too damn real and in the present tense? That's an incredible line that I missed while listening to it. Or that everybody's on the stage and it seems like you're the only person sitting in the audience. You're looking out at everyone. Holy cow, that whole section right there. Beautiful. Beautiful song. Next we have Bungle in the Jungle. Sorry if my voice is still screwed from all of this. Yeah. One of the only singles from Jethro Tull that charted. This was released in 1974 and became the group's most played song in the USA. This is a scathing attack on the dog eats dog society, and he does not shy away from dishing it to the one in charge. From the album War Child, which was written for a soundtrack for a film that was never produced, it was the last platinum album of the band. That's sad. We start and get the listener into the song's mood. A lion's roar with Ian Anderson on his signature flute and birds chirping. Walking through the forests of palm tree apartments, scoff at the monkeys who live in their tents. Down by the waterhole, drunk every Friday, eating their nuts, saving their raisins for Sunday. Lions and tigers who wait in the shadows, they're fast but they're lazy and sleep in green meadows. A poetic trip through the urban jungle where high rises are the trees. Also the term that either used as the reason want... What? Also the term that either used as the reason want to escape the big cities, or to return to after they had had enough open space. The song, as well as the album which it came from, is full of metaphors from the animal world, best explained by Ian Anderson in an interview. I was writing an album that was exploring people, the human condition, through analogies with the animal kingdom, and that particular song was perhaps the more obvious and more catchy of the tunes. And while the lyrics could be interpreted as criticism of societal norms, the song could possibly refer to the Vietnam War, which was unmistakably was a bungle in the jungle. If you're interpreting the song as a reference to the Vietnam War, the monkeys in dark tents can refer to the Viet Cong troops. They were known for underground tunnel networks, but tunnels doesn't rhyme with apartments, so Anderson took some artistic license here. The singer has the identity of an officer who enjoys war and refers to the enemy in derogatory terms. The common weekend escape to the bar. No wonder watering hole became a synonym to the pub, bar, hangout place, just as animals do by their water hole. Yeah. The song is obviously a rebuke to society, and Ian Anderson does not spare any of its segment. While he scoffs at the monkeys, he definitely abhors the predators who feed on the monkeys, the lions and the tigers. It's hard not to invoke associations to earlier references to these animals, plus the bears, the current day's financial predators. Okay. They're fast, but they're lazy and sleep in green meadows. And that reminds me of, isn't there a Bible verse that's seems to be referencing? Let's bungle in the jungle. That's all right by me. I'm a tiger when I want love, but I'm a snake if we disagree. Yeah. Man, the lyrics are good. They're kind of I say straightforward. It's a lot of metaphors, but they're pretty straightforward metaphors. But the narrator says that he does not mind bungling with all of its negative connotation. Ian Anderson is probably resigned to the messed up existing situation and likes to participate in, even contribute to it. That's why it's all right by me. Or maybe it's a tongue-in-cheek call. Do we really want to be or stay this way? And then I'm a tiger when I want love, but I'm a snake if we disagree seems to be a relationship line. Just say a word and the boys will be right there with claws at your back to send a chill through the night air. Is it so frightening to have me at your shoulder? Thunder and lightning couldn't be bolder. I'll write on your tombstone and thank you for dinner. This game that we animals play is a winner. While the chorus is first person, other than this verse, the song is in third person. And here he turns to second person and is addressing us, or the monkeys, and lays it down. He controls the troops. He can save or kill. It's an allusion to politics, which is not far-fetched if one sees it as a cynical image of urban cutthroat fighting. He apparently addresses a female, as he did earlier, with I'm a tiger when I want love, but I'm a snake if we disagree. In the animal kingdom, winning the female ensures procreation, and this is the game that he's playing. And this is part of the picture where the struggle takes place, in love, winning over someone. But for her, it is a very high-stake game as well. He is the almighty character, as he showed in previous two lines and expands on the next two ones. I'm not sure I agree with all of these annotations, by the way, but they're still, as always, fun to read. The narrator is one of the animals, excluding God, but no winners among the animals. The game is the winner, leading us to the cynical scene we find in the last verse. Then we come to the bridge section, which is just beautiful. D. Palmer was also named David, who later joined the band playing the keyboards. The rivers are full of crocodile nasties, and he who made kittens put snakes in the grass. He's a lover of life, but a player of pawns. Wow, is this talking to God? The king on his sunset lies waiting for dawn to light up his jungle as play is resumed. The monkeys seem willing to strike up the tune. And then repeat, let's bungle in the jungle, baby! The last verse challenges the deity. The whole scenario of the struggle and of the jungle and its struggling inhabitants is set by a god who prepares the mess and then observes what transpires from his or her safe distance. Built not unlike the book of Proverbs or Psalms, where commonly parallelism is used to describe a situation, an object, or even praise to God in a different manner, sometimes presenting opposites to stress the point. From the cutest animals to the most despicable ones, all are actors in the drama. Yeah. And here's another parallel, concluding a dramatic contrast within it. He is the lover of life, actually life's creator, and at the same time he's playing with his creations in a chess game, like a player of pawns. A very cynical look at the Almighty, and contradicts the widely accepted belief of the true believers that he creates life, but leaves choice within his creations. And here's the metaphor for the constant struggle and strife, and the music is the tune the monkeys are playing. We're all just musicians in the giant game, which is the world, and he is the composer or conductor creating and is conducting. That reminds me of the Silmarillion. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Yeah, all right. We've got Only Solitaire, which was actually really good. Originally written for the never-released album After Thick as a Brick, this song addresses Jethro Tull's critics, who said that Ian Anderson was boring, lame, and not an awful lot of fun. Brainstorming, habit-forming, battle-warning, weary, winsome actor spewing spineless, chilling lines. The critics falling over to tell themselves he's boring, and really not an awful lot of fun. Well, who the hell can he be when he's never had VD and doesn't even sit on toilet seats? He never lived the rock star lifestyle and was taken to task by critics who thought rock musicians should be sleeping with random groupies, getting what we now would call STIs. In the 70s, they were called VDs. In court jesting, never resting, he must be very cunning, to assume an air of dignity and bless us all with his oratory prowess, his lame-brained antics and his jumping in the air, and every night his act's the same, so it must all be a game of chess he's playing. And he says, but you're wrong, Steve. You see, it's only solitaire. It's a game he's playing with himself, and he can always win. Jethro Tull, and particularly Ian Anderson, were known for a wild stage show, with one-legged fluting, jumping about, and corny jokes. Some critics did not appreciate this. I wish I could see them live. I wonder if they'll tour for this album. That'd be crazy. Alright, then we've got the third Hurrah, which was awesome song. War child, dance the days and nights away. Sweet child, how do you do today? When your back's to the wall and your luck is your all, then side with whoever you may. Seek that which within lies waiting to begin. The fight of your life that is every day. Dance with the war child. Hurrah! I love it. In the heart of your heart, there's the tiniest part of an urge to live to the death, with a sword on your hip and a cry on your lips to strike life to the inner child's breast. Dance with the war child. That's kind of encouraging. It's more positive than I thought that song was when I was listening to it. And then finally, we have Two Fingers. I'll see you at the weighing in when your life's sum total is made. Which mythology, religion had people like putting their hearts weighed against a feather, and the crocodile would probably Egyptian, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you at the weighing in when your life's sums totals made. I'll see you at the weighing in, and you set your wealth and goodly deeds against the sins you've laid. And you place your final burden on your hard-pressed next of kin. Send the chamber pot back down the line to be filled up again. And the hard-headed miracle worker who bathes his hands in blood will welcome you to the final nod and cover you with mud. And he'll say you should really make the deal as he offers round the hat. You better lick 2 fingers clean, he'll thank you all for that. And as you slip on the greasy platform and you land upon your back, you make a wish and wipe your nose upon the railway track. With the high-strung locomotive and the shuffling madness, with furnace burning bright, lumbers on, you wave goodbye, and the sparks fade into the night. And as you join the good ship Earth and mingle with the dust, you better leave your underpants with someone you can trust. And when the old man with the telescope cuts the final strand, another reference to mythology, you better lick 2 fingers clean before you shake his hand. Dang. Cynical. It's kind of supposed to be humorous. And it looks like it's talking about passing on or dying. Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, that is all I have to say about... I enjoyed the album. And, yeah. I'm glad I finally was able to sit down and do this. I've been very annoyed about being incapacitated. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 3, which I've seen some comments already under the first part where people said they've never heard the additional 7 tracks. So, yay, we're all going to listen to something new. Let's go. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Deathstroke 9 out. Stay tuned for more videos. I hope you're having an awesome week.